One of the big themes of conversation post the results has been the supposed north-south divide. I interviewed the Home Minister Amit Shah, and he very strongly countered the idea of a north-south divide in this election. Do you, from your lens, see a north-south divide where the BJP isn't doing as well in the south? Or do you think this is just a very slippery slope that the opposition should not actually be going down?
See, one is the ethical and moral aspect to it, that one should not get into this north-south divide. But even if you look at hard data, it's not supportive of what people are saying. There is no north-south divide. If you look at data, BJP's performance has been lackluster in east and south of the India, starting from Bihar, where out of 40 they have got only 17. In Bengal, out of 42 they have got only 18. In Orissa, in Telangana, in Andhra, in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala. This is the zone, roughly about 220 odd Lok Sabha seats, where BJP has been less than 50 seats. And this has not emerged today. This was the case in 2014. This has been the case in 2019 as well. And I do not see it dramatically changing in 2024. The problem is not these 220 seats. BJP, whatever they get in these 220 seats, they are working hard to increase their number in these 220. But at the same time, the remaining 300 odd seats, that is where the problem lies for opposition. In those 300 seats, BJP is having more than 90% seats. So unless you defeat BJP in west and north, you can talk as much as you want to talk, it's not going to work. If only today, Congress or their allies are able to defeat BJP in 100 odd seats in north and west, not in Kerala, not in Telangana, if they are able to defeat them in 100 odd seats, that is 30% of the north and west number of seats, then these 200 seats where BJP is not doing well will come into play. Right now, if somebody has won Andhra or somebody has won Tamil Nadu, in absence of 100 seats coming from north and west, that they become literally redundant. They are not the force that they could have been if somebody would have won in north and west. So if you want to defeat BJP, formula is simple. Put all your energy, effort in north and west, where you defeat them in at least 1/3 of the seats. Then this east and south will come into play. Otherwise, you can keep talking theoretically whatever you want to talk. It's not going to work.
The other big debate has been around delimitation. And the Home Minister in that interview that I was referring to said that they won't let delimitation impact the electoral strength of the southern states. So while the overall number of Lok Sabha seats will go up, they'll ensure that the interests of the southern states are maintained, which I presume will mean that the percentage of seats from each state will roughly stay the same, even as the overall strength of the Lok Sabha goes up. Do you see delimitation in the next term of the Modi Sarkar, if there is one, being a major hot button issue, or do you think a way can be found to deal with this?
No, I think it's a commonsensical thing to punish southern states because they have done well on population control would be unfair to those states. And also politically, if BJP wants to expand in east and south, I don't think they are politically naive to antagonize people there by changing the proportion of the seats. So my not informed, but my guess is that proportion of the seats coming from each state would be maintained. However, because of the rise in population, number of seats will go up. But I do not see the proportion of seats coming from each state changing dramatically. That would not be right thing to do. And I don't think any political formation, be it BJP or Congress, would be able to do that. Because if you do that, it will create a big north-south divide. Plus, it will also act as a kind of disincentive for those who have worked well, the states and the governments and the societies that have work on the population control and other developmental measures. It would appear as if they are being punished for doing right thing.
Let's spend some moment on the key political personalities. Rahul Gandhi is planning a east to west Bharat Jodo Yatra Part 2. Do you think his first Yatra bolstered his political fortunes to some extent? To what extent? Because you work with the man, you understand how his mind works. And now if he does this east to west Yatra, do you think he's being able to overcome the Pappu image, or do you think the brand is so damaged that it's very difficult to revive meaningfully, especially when the comparison is with somebody as formidable as Modi?
See, it has got nothing to do with how formidable Mr. Modi is. Globally, if you look in democracy, those who fight elections or those who are in public domain, there is a kind of life to any brand or any leader. If you are defeated once, twice, thrice, you cannot go on trying and hope that somebody, all of a sudden people will realize that, oh, you are the one who are going to change their fortunes. So to that extent, I do not see Rahul Gandhi being able to completely change and become the new messiah in the eyes of the people of this country. However, having said so, if he has made an effort like walking from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, definitely it would help him personally and otherwise, where people would have seen that at least he has made an effort. But as you have seen in the election results as well, the walking itself on its own would not result into better election results. If that would have been the case, then Congress would have won Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, at least one or two of them, because he walked more number of days in these states than he would have walked, say, in Telangana. But you know, you can walk, you can work with the public, it will always help. There's no two way about it. But whether it will result into electoral gain or not, for that you need to have lot other factors going in for you. You need the organization, you need the second rung leadership, you need the resources, you need the chatter, you need the narrative, you need to connect with the people, for people to translate, for your support to translate into vote, which to my mind I do not see for Congress anywhere. For example, he walked. Last 2 years almost I've been living in villages of Bihar. I do not see any change in the perception of people vis-a-vis Rahul Gandhi or Congress in Bihar, so, or for that matter UP. So unless you have a supportive organizational strength and the narrative to go hand in hand with your personal effort, be it a walk or a Rath Yatra or any public contact, it's not going to give you electoral dividend.